All right, Davi, your a-hole of the week went after a service person in uniform because she thought it was a costume.
Yeah, she got real confused. But here's the thing. There's confused people that are way too confident. Stop it. Stop. If you're not sure, don't attack someone. It shouldn't be that hard. This is common sense to me. But Sean Nolte Jr., he wrote on Facebook and attached this video that then went viral. Tonight has been eventful, to say the least. I went to get a bite to eat off base at a local pizza spot. As my friend is standing talking to her family, who currently owns this pizza spot, a woman walks in and is constantly staring at me. As I am in uniform, I politely smile back. The woman proceeds to walk in and out multiple times, pacing out of the pizzeria over the course of 10 minutes. Her food is ready, and she walks in to retrieve her pizza. And as she leaves, she looks at me and says, "Nice smile," very sarcastically. So I reply, "Thank you. Have a nice day, ma'am," and continue about my day. Not even 30 seconds later, she comes marching back in. She yells at the pizzeria staff, "He's a fake, by the way. My husband's in the army." And you can probably assume the rest.
Oh, geez.
I proceeded to attempt to prove to her that I am not a fake. I pulled out my valid military ID and showed it to her. She kept claiming that my ID was fake, and she proceeded to show me her dependent military ID and screamed, "This is what your ID should look like." As I realized there's no persuading this woman that I am not a fake, I politely say, "Tell your husband thank you for his service for me, and you have a nice day." She storms out of the pizzeria and then storms right back in, screaming at me, "You disgust me, you son of a bee," grabbing my uniform, throwing my cover to the ground.
Oh,
and
she did not remove his cover and throw it to
What
the
is
ground.
what is the cover? Oh, it's hat. And that's like...
Threw it on the ground. Yep, and here's the audio.
This is disgusting. Disgusting. You're on camera. I would leave now before I call the police. Yeah. I will call the police if you don't leave. No, you are not permitted to grab my phone. You're not permitted to grab his hat. Yeah. I don't know where this behavior is coming from.
And
just let him be. Just let
Show
him be.
his uniform. Show his uniform.
Let him be.
Show his uniform. You disgrace the U.S. You disgrace the USA. Piece of shit. You put me on it. You put me on it. You put me on the freaking. Put me on. Put me on.
Hey Williams, can you give me Chief's number?
What's Chief?
Chief
That's not a
Chief
uniform. You piece of shit.
Chief Powers.
Wow.
So she slapped him in the face, so hard.
What?
Yeah, and she continued berating him, assaulted him, and he's a uniformed Navy sailor. He is just off base, but she thinks that Army is the only relevant thing here, I guess. So she full on attacks him in this pizzeria, goes bananas. This video went viral. He posted this to explain what happened. She's yelling, "You disgust me, you son of a bee." She threw my cover on the ground. She is not aware that I'm a real service member. And in a last-ditch effort to leave, she rushed toward me and slapped me in the left side of my face. Whoa. And being in uniform, I must maintain professionalism. So I stood there, stoic, and proceeded to wish her a nice day. And it looks like some of our own people can't recognize authenticity when they see it.
Ooh, kudos to him.
What,
right.
Professionalism would have gone out the window for me. I'm
took
sorry.
the uniform off so I could be unprofessional.
Fully disrobing. Fully nude in the pizzeria, punching ladies.
Maybe that's why he's calling the chief. Maybe he's like, if I take my clothes off and my uniform off and I'm naked, can I beat her ass, chief?
Mo's like, I found a loophole today. You better not. Okay, so her name is Lori DeJarnis. She's 45. She was fired from her job at CVS, and she turned herself into police headquarters last week. 1 count of assault in 3rd degree and 1 count of breach of peace in the 2nd degree. She turned herself in, $10,000 bond, and she lost her job. And she did say, I attacked him because he seemed sarcastic. He was being sarcastic, and I believed he was lying and not actually in the military, which I take very seriously, but I am sorry for my actions. And she says that she's abused alcohol in the past, so that might be why
Yeah.
she attacked him that day.
On a story like this, it's a fine line here because clearly there's some mental illness going on there. I mean, who acts like that so irrationally in a situation like something's going on,
Some
so you
kind of
almost can't
illness.
joke about
Could
it.
be
yeah.
alcohol addiction. It could be anything. But people constantly get away with, I was drunk in the
Yeah.
moment. But like, he's a Marine. Your husband's in the Army. 2 different uniforms. Maybe don't go into the pizzeria so confident next time, Lori.
Wow, unreal.
The Bert Show.